So this regulation that you're talking about here that says independent citizen journalist or anybody filming, if they're Adam Kokesh or if they have a bigger camera following them than all the little cameras that people are filming with there, that for someone in my situation, the First Amendment doesn't apply?
No comment, sir.
So did you take an oath to the Constitution when you took this job?
No comment, sir.
Why are you twitching?
No comment, sir.
Are you nervous?
No comment.
Do you have a problem actually honoring your oath to the Constitution? Do you have a problem honoring your word in general? Is this something that makes you uncomfortable?
No comment, sir.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abiyah Israel, former police officer, former sheriff deputy.
Open up, police!
Today's video is brought to you by a YouTube channel titled Adam Kokesh. I'm pretty sure most of you have already subscribed, but if you haven't, make sure you go and subscribe. This video is a little older, but it is such a beautiful example of a 1A audit that I had to highlight on We the People University. We're about to witness a First Amendment auditor out minding his own business, exercising his First Amendment right, conducting interviews in a public place when he's approached by police. The National Park Service police approached Mr. Adam and stated that he was in violation of the law. Therefore, when he tried to educate them and interview them, they simply walked away. But I'm gonna let you take a look at this and you judge for yourself. This is gonna be a beautiful example showing that many police officers who swore an oath to the Constitution care nothing about the oath that they swore. Let's check this out.
Good reactions here.
Oh yeah, we've had some people who never considered taxation theft. It's really exciting to get people to just consider that sometimes.
Good luck.
Check this out, Lucas. We have the attention of the United States Parks Police. What can I do for you, officer?
Unless you had a permit for the sidewalk, you can interview people on the street as much as you want. All right.
So the issue is the structure of the monopod being on the sidewalk.
No, it's just the filming.
Is the sidewalk a public place?
36 CFR 7.96. Unless you have a permit from the National Park Service to commercially film on their property, then just step it down the sidewalk. I don't have any other issue. You can interview people down here. It's from here to there. All right.
We're just independent citizen journalists exercising our First Amendment rights, and we believe that we have
breaking news coverage, sir. That's the policy.
Well,
that's the law.
It's breaking right now. There's a United States Park Police officer harassing an independent journalist for exercising his First Amendment rights. That's breaking news, don't you think?
I'm not harassing you. I'm asking you nicely if you had a permit. You said no. I'm advising you of the law, which I'm sure you know.
Well, I do have a permit, actually. It's the First Amendment to the Constitution.
Okay. Do you have one from the National Park Service, sir?
The Park Service doesn't recognize the Constitution? Well, I guess that makes sense.
I'm not going to get into this back and forth with you. Do you have a permit from the National Park Service to film on National Park Service property?
Do you have evidence that we are commercially filming?
Is it commercial?
Do you have evidence?
Going up on YouTube.
Do you have evidence that what we are doing is a commercial exercise?
All right. We're done. If you want to continue on the sidewalk, continue. You'll be in violation. Okay.
Of the CFR.
36 CFR 7.96. Have a good day, Mr. Kokesh.
So apparently he's going to be in violation of CFR 36 7.96, which is Code of Federal Regulations 36 7.96. What does it actually say? Let's read it. Locations and location-specific requirements. Still photography permits are generally permitted in areas and times also open to the general public, with some exceptions where activity is restricted due to visitation, safety, resource considerations. Please review the following areas with restrictions and copyright requirements. Remember, he was standing on a public sidewalk. Restricted areas. Filming and photography are not permitted within the restricted areas in accordance with 36 Code of Federal Regulations 7.96. What are these restricted areas? The Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial, Korean War Veteran Memorial, Lincoln Memorial above White Marble Steps, Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, Thomas Jefferson's Memorial, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Apex, the Washington Monument within the Circle of Flags, the World War II Memorial. Here's the problem. Yet again, we're looking at police officers who do not know or understand the laws that they are supposed to enforce. He's quoting the code 36 7.96, and it sounds really nice, but when you actually read it, he has no clue what he's talking about. Don't be fooled just because a police officer quotes a code of law. Make sure you know what that code is and what it says, because chances are the police officer who quoted it has no clue what it's talking about.
So what do you want to do, Luke? Do you want to keep filming on the sidewalk?
So we're gonna pan. Yeah, this isn't even a.
They're filming on the sidewalk.
All of these.
And they're filming on the sidewalk. And that guy's filming on the sidewalk. And that guy's filming on the sidewalk.
This is Adam Kokesh reporting unlawfully from in front of the White House, thanks to a clear violation of the First Amendment by the Parks police officers you see standing behind us. Apparently, we are already in violation of the regulation quoted by one officer and subject to arrest as well now for disobeying the orders of an officer. That's right. We could be arrested at any time standing right here filming while we're surrounded by tourists with cameras filming on their own behalf. But
You mean I can get arrested for this?
yeah, Lucas. Okay, well, it appears now that my cameraman standing off the sidewalk is not liable for arrest. But and now we see the lovely Parks police officers coming over to join us. Why don't you pan around, Lucas, and see what's going on here? Maybe we can get an interview with one of the officers themselves. This would be very exciting. How you doing, sir?
I'm Sergeant D'Onofrio with the United States Park Police. Please don't stick that in my face. Thank you. Just giving you 1 second warning. You were up on the sidewalk. You need a permit to film on the sidewalk. My officer is very clear of that.
Is it public space?
Yes, it's a public space, but you're performing a commercial enterprise on a public space, which requires a permit.
The First Amendment doesn't apply there without permission, you're saying?
Need a permit. That's all I'm saying. You're off the sidewalk now. You're not in violation.
Did you swear an oath to the Constitution when you took this job as a United States Parks police officer, sir?
That's irrelevant, sir. I'm merely stating,
Your oath is irrelevant? The Constitution is irrelevant? Which is it, sir?
sir, the only thing I'm here to discuss is the fact that you need a permit to be on that sidewalk. You're off the sidewalk now. If you go back on the sidewalk, you will be arrested.
Well, I was actually here to discuss all the various ways in which our government is so grossly outside of the bounds of the Constitution. I'm so glad that you came and give me a real life example right here of a government that's out of control, not even having respect for basic
Thank
First
you. We're
Amendment
done.
journalist rights.
Second time.
We're done. Thank you.
No comment. What about your oath, sir? Did you swear an oath to the Constitution? Gentlemen, what about you? You swear an oath to the Constitution when you took your job with Parks Police as a law enforcement officer in the United States? Did you just agree to walk away from people who want to talk to you? This is how you treat a citizen, civilian, just looking for answers from a police department? I've been advised and now I got a question. I want to talk to you. You don't want to talk? You can't talk to a member of the public? You can't answer questions, reasonable questions from an independent citizen journalist about law enforcement, about what you're doing here, about your oath to the Constitution?
On the sidewalk. I'm not going to be part of your interview. That's it.
Will you take questions from an independent citizen journalist just to talk about what your job is? What about you, sir? You're not available to talk to a citizen who wants to know what's going on, what you're doing here?
You can speak to the PIO.
No comment.
I can speak to the PIO, but I want to talk to you. I want to talk to the guys actually here on the street that are actually the ones that, if I were to do something that violated the limits that you want to put on the First Amendment here, would be the ones actually grabbing me, handcuffing me, doing whatever it is that you got to do to detain me.
Right now, you're good.
Well, I know I'm good right here. Okay, well, so then let's talk. What do you think about your oath to the Constitution?
I've advised you of the rule and the regulation. That's all I'm here to do.
Do you believe that that regulation is constitutional?
Rule. Okay. I don't interpret them. I enforce them. Okay.
Now, if you were given a rule to enforce that you knew was unjust or contradicted your oath to the
Go back to
Constitution,
the sidewalk.
you would just enforce without
If you have any
question?
other questions, you can speak to PIO. Thank you, sir.
So you think your regulations trump the Constitution? No comment on that, of course. Sergeant, are you available, Sergeant? Because I'm a citizen with some concerns here, and it seems to me that the regulation you're attempting to enforce, I will respect your space, sir, but
Sir,
I think that
as you
this,
stated, if you wish to do an interview, you need to contact our public information officer.
well, you're the one right here making the decision about whether or not I get arrested for filming on the sidewalk.
You're not on the
So,
sidewalk.
right, but I get to talk to you, right, as a citizen, talking to a law enforcement officer.
Talk back.
So this regulation that you're talking about here that says independent citizen journalist or anybody filming, if they're Adam Kokesh or if they have a bigger camera following them than all the little cameras that people are filming with there, that for someone in my situation, the First Amendment doesn't apply.
No comment, sir.
So did you take an oath to the Constitution when you took this job?
No comment, sir.
Why are you twitching?
No comment, sir.
Are you nervous?
No comment.
Do you have a problem actually honoring your oath to the Constitution? Do you have a problem honoring your word in general? Is this something that makes you uncomfortable?
No comment, sir.
This is a disgrace. This is the state of law enforcement in America today. This is what it's come to. And I don't want to single out this officer. Sir, I'm sure you're a great guy. I'm sure as an individual, you're a fine gentleman, but you can see how you're in a difficult spot here.
No comment, sir.
No comment. I'm sure you're a good guy. This isn't about you personally, but you see the incentive system that's been created in the position that you've been put in by the government, by the system here, where you are an enforcer of unjust laws. You have sworn an oath to the Constitution and you take a paycheck every day to come out here and violate individual rights or enforce edicts, enforce regulations that violate that basic Constitution that you swore an oath to.
No comment, sir.
You're not unique in this, but sir, I really hope that we can do something to at very least improve the state of law enforcement in America. And we don't end up with people like you in difficult positions like this, trying to enforce laws that you know are wrong. Thank you for your time, sir.
You're welcome.
You're gonna shake hands at the end of a conversation, just polite to say, I
No, sir.
appreciate that. The other officer did. Not a standard of courtesy. Sad.
This officer knew he was in way over his head. The questions that were being presented to him, he could not answer. He knew he swore an oath to the Constitution, and he was not holding himself to the oath that he swore. This is bad. This is really bad. The state of policing is going further and further downhill. But it's up to people like me and up to people like you to stand up and speak up. Know your rights and don't let your rights be violated. Down below in the description section is a link to my free ebook. Make sure you get it. Also, you can click the link above my head. Download it. It's going to help you know what you can and can't do and what the police can and can't do when you encounter them. Know your rights. As we just saw, you must know your rights. And those who don't know them, we got to hold them accountable. And also really quickly, there's still time to register for my online video course at 50% off. It's online video lessons, real life video examples, quizzes, notes, and get this, it even comes with the pocket guide. Make sure you register. With that being said, We the People University, signing off.